Hey everyone, today I'm doing a reaction to this tier list, Warhammer Dawn of War Soulstorm tier list. I don't know if you can see those numbers there. Um, so this is Dow Stats. Dow Stats records basically everything, 1v1s, 2v2, wins and losses. And it says here, for 6 years they've been recording everybody's data. And this is the result, this tier list. So I'm guessing this has to be like a fact. This tier list is more of a fact than an opinion. This is pure data. This tier list is pure data. Now they uploaded this around 9:30, I guess, 9:30 a.m. And I saw this. I saw this at 9:30 a.m. But I had to do something. I was busy. I was gonna react and make this video at 9:30, but I ended up having plans, so that didn't go as I was gonna make this video earlier today. Anyways, you see all these reactions down here, so a lot of people noticed it. And yeah, I saw this on Discord. Figured I'd make a video. My tier list video is pretty popular, the bad quality one. For some reason my bad quality tier list video has like a bunch of views, but my high quality tier list video has like 50 views. So I don't understand that. I should really take down the bad quality tier list. It's terrible. It's a really bad video. Anyways, normally I check Discord about once a week, because I'm not a huge like social media guy. I'm not really a social media guy. But this one here, this Discord here, Dawn of War series. This Discord here, Dawn of War series. I'm now a moderator. I'm a moderator on Dawn of War series. And ever since I became a moderator, I check Discord like every day. Every like 3 hours. So now that I'm a Discord moderator, I check Discord all the time. Anyways, that's enough about me. So I have about 3,000 hours on Soulstorm, Dawn of War Soulstorm, and just Soulstorm. I got about 50 hours on the other games. So I got about 3,100 hours on Soulstorm, and I want to say about 300 of that. I think I have about 300 hours, just multiplayer. Just multiplayer, about 300 hours or so. So I want to give you guys my opinion, my reaction to the tier list, and here we go. So I actually haven't read this all the way yet. I haven't read this. I haven't read the whole thing yet. And let's go. If you do get dowstats, it will upload replays for you. So instead of saving your replays, if you get dowstats, it'll save your replays for you automatically, which is really handy. It's really nice. I highly recommend getting dowstats. It records your replays automatically instead of hitting the button. It's really handy. Anyways, so this is a very factual tier list based on 6 years of data. Now Soulstorm has been out for a long time. Soulstorm came out around, I want to say 2007. So this isn't like, it's not, I don't think, it is 6 years, but that's a good like 20 years that they didn't count, It's good. So I do trust this. I trust 6 years of data. I trust these numbers, but there is a good 20-year gap, Anyways, Dow stats, 6 years of data, Wins and losses. Let's go. So, this is official tier list. This isn't my opinion. This isn't, this is someone else's tier list. I guess this is like a robot. A robot made this tier list. So, don't get mad if your faction's not number 1. And here we go. Eldar, tier 1 with 55% win rate. Honestly, I thought this would be a lot higher. I thought this would be way higher. I thought it'd be like 80%. I thought Eldar had like 80% win rate. So, Necrons has 51% win rate, almost 52. That surprised me. I always struggled against Necrons, and everyone says Necrons are bad on certain maps. Necrons is a map-heavy faction, right? Necrons is a very map-heavy faction. So I'm very surprised to get 51%. Now, I think this is mostly 1v1s. I think there's more 1v1 players out there than, let's say, 2v2 or 3v3 players out there. I know there's a lot of 3v3 lobbies, but I think most players are 1v1. So I'm guessing Necrons has a 51% win rate in 1v1s. That's my guess. You know, I'm not sure if this is 1v1s or 2v2s or just everything. And yeah. Also, I don't know the skill. I have no idea what the skill rating is. It doesn't tell you, it doesn't say if this is competitive. This doesn't say if it's competitive players or casual players. It doesn't say on here if it's competitive or casual players. So I have no idea if Necrons has a 51% rate in casual play or in competitive play. So I'm not sure. I'm not really sure where they're getting their numbers from. Okay, so Eldar 55%, Necrons 51%, but almost 52. Chaos has a 51%. So basically Chaos and Necrons have the same win rate. Dark Eldar is in 4th. That shocked me. Dark Eldar has a 50% win rate. Everybody I talk to says Dark Eldar sucks. This must be competitive, because no one plays Dark Eldar in casual. Yeah, no one plays Dark Eldar in casual, so this has to be competitive. 50% win rate, that's pretty good. Orcs is weird. Orcs win tournaments all the time. Orcs have a 49% win rate. That's weird. That's actually shocking. Orcs win tournaments. Imperial Guard is 47%. There's no way Imperial Guard is worse than Dark Eldar. That's hard to believe. That's hard to believe Imperial Guard is worse than Dark Eldar. That's crazy. Tau also wins tournaments. Tau has a 47% win rate. Now that one makes a bit more sense, because Tau has a lot of weaknesses. Tau has a 47% win rate. This has to be competitive. I'm pretty sure this is competitive. I don't think this is casual players. Okay, Sister of Battle, number 8. 45%. And Space Marines are on the bottom, which is weird. I never expected Space Marines to be the bottom one. 45%. I actually win a lot with Space Marines, so I'm not sure where they're getting this number from. But 45% win rate with Space Marines. And Space Marine is number 9. So the worst faction in the game has a 45% win rate, and the best faction in the game has a 55% win rate. Huh. Alright. The most balanced matchup is Sisters versus Dark Eldar with a 50% win rate. I'm reading this line here. This is where I'm at. I'm reading that line. So Sister of Battle, Dark Eldar, 50-50 win rate. I'm not sure where they're getting this number from, because I have no idea how to deal with Seraphims as Dark Eldar. I got no clue how to fight that. If Sister of Battle makes Seraphims against Dark Eldar, it should just be an automatic win. There's no real way Dark Eldar can counter that. Okay, so the most balanced matchup is Sister of Battle versus Dark Eldar. The worst matchup is Space Marines fighting Dark Eldar. So Space Marine has about 20%. What is that? 28. Space Marines has about 28% chance to beat Dark Eldar. And again, I'm not really sure where they're getting that number from. I know Dark Eldar is the least played faction, so I'm guessing this has to be competitive play, because I know no one plays Dark Eldar in casual, so this has to be all competitive numbers. So Space Marine has about 28% chance to win against Dark Eldar. I feel like Space Marines has a much stronger late game, so I'm guessing this number is from the early game. I think Space Marines has a much stronger late game than Dark Eldar. Okay, next line. The most popular race is Orcs. Or wait. Okay. Oh, okay, I get it now. So, most 1v1 players pick Orcs. That's what they're saying. If you're a 1v1 player, there's a pretty good chance you're Orcs. So Orcs are... There's a lot of Orc mains out there. That's basically what it says. There's a ton of Orc mains out there. So if you're an Orc main, you're going to see a lot of other Orc mains. Okay. The least popular race... I'm guessing this is competitive. The least popular race in competitive is Sister of Battle. So no one picks Sister of Battle in 1v1s. I guess that makes sense. I've seen a lot of tournaments, and I only seen Sister of Battle like twice. In every tournament. I only seen them twice. So yeah, I guess that's true. No one picks Sister of Battle for tournaments. I don't know why. They have a really strong... they have a very powerful mid-game. I think Sister of Battle has one of the best mid-games out there. So I'm not sure why no one plays them. Okay, now for this picture here. I haven't looked at this picture yet. So this is first time reacting. Okay. Okay, so this is matchups. Interesting. So it says here Space Marines has a disadvantage against Chaos. So Space Marine is weak to Chaos. They're weak to Orcs. They're weak to Eldar. Okay, it looks like every faction is weak to Eldar across the board. It looks like Orcs has a lot of good matchups. Orcs has nothing but good matchups. Interesting. Looks like Chaos has a lot of good matchups too. Look at that. Chaos has basically nothing but good matchups. Interesting. Imperial Guard. Space Marine beats Imperial Guard? Is that right? Space Marine beats Imperial Guard? Huh. Okay, Space Marine versus Necrons. Space Marine versus Tau. Okay. Oh, I see what... Okay, they posted their numbers. I see. So, this must be matches. So, this is 300 1v1s. Out of 300 1v1s, Space Marines only won a fifth of the time. Or a fourth of the time. Sorry. Okay, so out of 300 1v1s, Space Marines won a quarter of the time. Got it. Okay. Okay, Chaos. So Chaos has an advantage over Space Marines. That's actually really interesting to know. Because Grey Knights like hard counter demons. So even with Grey Knights, Space Marines are still at a disadvantage. That's interesting. Chaos loses the Orcs. Okay. Looks like Chaos does well against Eldar. If that's what that says. Chaos does pretty well against Eldar. Chaos does really well against Guard. Chaos, wow, Chaos, looks like Chaos hard counters Necrons. I guess that makes sense. Wow, Necrons can't beat Chaos, I guess. Chaos does well against Sisters. I guess that makes sense. So Chaos counters Sisters of Battle. Okay. And it looks like Chaos versus Dark Eldar is about a 50-50. Interesting. Okay. Orcs. Orcs have an advantage over Space Marine. That's interesting. That's good to know. Orcs do well against Chaos. Good to know. Let's see. It looks like it's about 50% across the board. Yeah. So if you pick Orcs, you have about a 50% chance to win. From the looks of it. Eldar. Okay. What hard counters Eldar? What hard counters Eldar? Oh, looks like it's Tau. Looks like Tau hard counters Eldar. Interesting. Yeah, looks like Tau hard counters Eldar, according to this chart. Interesting. Okay, it looks like Chaos beats Eldar. Interesting. Orcs. Let's see. Am I reading these numbers right? Okay, it looks like... It looks like Eldar has I might have read these numbers backwards. These numbers might actually be backwards. Okay. So it looks like Eldar has an advantage over Orcs. Good to know. Eldar has an advantage over Guard. It looks like, yeah, Eldar doesn't have a bad matchup. Eldar has 0 bad matchups. Interesting. None of these are bad matchups. Good to know. Guard. Wow, Guard loses Eldar pretty hard, according to this. Out of 2,000 games played, Eldar always wins. Interesting. Okay, so Guard versus Eldar is you want to avoid that. Okay. They also lose the Necrons. So Necrons versus Guard is bad. Interesting. Oh, it also says it's from Steam. I know some people play third party. Some people play Soulstorm third party. It looks like this is only Steam players. So that's good to know. Okay, Necrons. What are Necrons' bad matchups? Chaos, Eldar, and I guess that's it. Chaos and Eldar. Everything else is pretty good. Yeah. Looks like Necrons actually do really well. Necrons does well against everybody. Huh. I guess Necrons don't have a bad matchup, according to this. Alright, Tau. What's Tao's bad matchup? Wow. 30%. Necrons, I guess. Necrons counter Tau. Interesting. Okay. I'm learning a lot. Knowing the matchups helps out a lot in multiplayer. Especially like 2v2s and 3v3s. So knowing these matchups helps out a lot. Looks like Tau actually has a lot of bad matchups. Tau has a lot of bad matchups, huh? Interesting. I was told by everyone Tau is like the best race. A lot of people told me Tau is the best race, but according to this chart, they have a lot of bad matchups. Interesting. Sister Battle. Sister Battle has... Wow, Sister Battle has only bad matchups. Every faction... Wow, every faction's a bad matchup. Wow. Yeah. According to this chart, Sister Battle loses to everybody. They don't have a single good matchup. Well, except Tau, I guess. Tau, they do well against Tau. So I guess Sister Battle is an anti-Tau race. Interesting. Wow, Sister Battle has 0 good matchups. Well, I guess one. One good matchup. Huh. Interesting. Alright, Dark Eldar. Wow, Dark Eldar actually has a lot of good matchups. Dark Eldar has like four good matchups. Dark Eldar beats Orcs? I didn't know Dark Eldar beats Orcs. Huh. That's good to know. I have no idea how to beat Orcs with Dark Eldar. That I haven't figured out yet. In my 300 multiplayer hours. I cannot beat Orcs with Dark Eldar. It's just super hard. But according to this, has a 54% chance. So that's pretty good. Also says here, Dark Eldar beats Tau. Something I did not know. I always struggle against Tau, no matter who I am. Interesting. So Dark Eldar beats Tau. Huh. I'm not sure how. I'm trying to think. I don't know how Dark Eldar beats Tau. Because Dark Eldar is a close faction race, right? Dark Eldar specializes in close range. So maybe Hellions? I guess Hellions counter Tau. I don't know. I feel like Dark Eldar versus Tau would be really hard. That's not an easy thing to pull off. Especially in competitive. If all of these numbers are competitive, that'd be something that's... Man, I must be... Maybe I'm bad. Maybe I'm bad at this game. Because I cannot beat I cannot beat Tau with Dark Eldar. That's something that's really hard to pull off. Maybe I am bad at this game. Alright. Is that it? That's it. Alright, thanks for watching. Again, this is not my tier list. I guess a robot made this. This robot made this tier list. So, yeah. There you go. There's your tier list. That's my reaction to it. I have not seen this chart before. And there you go. Bye.